building. Moreno, Olaf, Kansas City in the building. Indeed, welcome, welcome. Great morning, everyone. We've got Rhode Island in the building. We've got Kenny from Illinois. Great morning. Welcome on, welcome on. We've got Toronto, Canada. Great morning. Fayetteville, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Puerto Rico. Great morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome to a special edition, boot camp edition, breakfast club call. We're so excited to have you guys here with us. Go ahead, as you're joining us, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. We are going to get started shortly. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, message those last-minute team members. Get them on this call. This is a major call today, guys, as we push for boot camp this weekend. I'm so excited for Millionaire Boot Camp this weekend. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Go ahead, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome, welcome, guys. Go ahead, type in the chat. Let us know where you are in the world, guys. This is a major push to boot camp that we have this weekend. So excited for Millionaire Boot Camp. Alrighty, let's see who we have in the building. Pennsylvania. Great morning, Tyra Freeman, Chicago. Good morning, good morning. We've got Puerto Rico. We've got Pat from Chicago. Ariel from Florida. Panama City, Florida. Great morning, welcome, welcome. We've got Victoria Kennedy out of Jacksonville, Florida. Great morning. Welcome, welcome. We've got Savannah, Georgia. Great morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome on, guys. New York City in the building. Destiny from Boston. Tuscaloosa in the building. Virginia, Sydney, Australia. Long Island, New York. And as you guys are joining us, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. Thank you for joining us for this special boot camp edition of our Breakfast Club call. Welcome, welcome, guys. Get your whole team on this call this morning. We're going to get started shortly, but go ahead, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. We've got Long Island, New York in the building, Rhode Island. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Trinidad in the building. Welcome. Good morning, Gainesville. We've got Samantha from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome on, guys. Welcome, welcome. Great morning. Sonia Gonzalez in New York. Welcome, welcome. Latoya out of Trinidad. Welcome on, guys. Thank you for joining us. Romania in the building. Welcome. Jamaica in the building. Welcome, welcome, everyone. West Palm Beach, Loganville, Georgia, Brooklyn, New York. We've got Shauna from Lacey, Washington. Welcome, welcome. Jamaica in the building. Mobile, Alabama. Long Island, New York, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to have you guys. We are going to get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. As you guys are tuning in, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. This is an international call for our major weekend ahead of us. So excited for boot camp this weekend. We've got Denver in the building. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome. We've got Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome, welcome. Trinidad, Kansas City. Welcome, everyone. Savannah, Georgia. Grand Risings from Fort Lauderdale. We've got, let's see, who else? We got Jamaica in the building, Colorado Springs, Maryland. Welcome, welcome, everyone. North Carolina. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Birmingham, Alabama. Erica Chambers from Jamaica, welcome on. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Delicia Powell out of Dallas, Texas. Welcome, welcome, guys. We are going to be getting started here shortly. Welcome, welcome on, everyone. We've got Dolly from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Birmingham, Alabama. Go ahead, flood the chat. Type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. We are going to get started shortly. Great morning, Melanie Levitz from Boca Raton. Welcome, welcome. Puerto Rico in the building, Chicago, Scotland, Sydney, Australia, Chicago, Botswana. Great morning, welcome, welcome, guys. Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. See, we've got Jamaica, North Carolina. All righty, Cleveland, Ohio. Great morning, Valerie from Westchester, New York. Welcome, welcome, guys. We've got more Birmingham in the building. Andrew from Italy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We've got Karen in the Indian Ocean. Welcome, welcome. All right, we've got Negril, Jamaica. Welcome. Nisi from West Palm Beach. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Welcome, welcome, guys. This is an amazing morning because this is just going to be a special boot camp addition to our Breakfast Club call. We're so excited to have you guys here with us. We're going to be getting started shortly. Go ahead, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. Make sure you get your whole team on this call. You do not want to miss it as we prepare for our Millionaire Boot Camp this weekend. Welcome, welcome. Jacksonville, Florida in the building, Romania in the building, Brooklyn, New York, Minnesota, Chicago, Colorado. All righty, awesome, welcome, welcome, great morning. Rosie from Tampa, welcome on. Hey, Lisa from Philly, great morning, welcome. We've got Sabrina from Chicago, welcome, welcome. Kelsey from Boston, great morning, welcome. All right, Deborah said it's 4:59 in the morning in California, but she's here. Welcome on, Deborah, great morning. Thank you for joining us. Vanessa from London, Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome on, Max, great morning, welcome, welcome. Fairfield, Alabama is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are so excited to have you here. We're gonna get started shortly. This is a special boot camp addition to our Breakfast Club call. So welcome, welcome. Make sure your whole team is on this call. Call who you need to call, text who you need to text, get them on this call. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All righty, we've got London in the building. Welcome, welcome. Harlem, New York, Norway, Boston, welcome. Mary from Texas, good morning. Auckland in the building, Chicago. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Zimbabwe in the building, Puerto Rico. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Great morning, welcome, welcome. All right, Kareem from Gainesville, thank you for joining us. Tampa in the building, welcome, welcome. Boston, all righty. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We've got Netherlands in the building, welcome, welcome. St. Paul, Minnesota, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. I'm so excited for this weekend. Boot camp is one of my favorite events, so I'm so excited. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are as well. Welcome, welcome, guys. Go ahead, as you guys are joining in, type in the chat. Let us know where you're calling in from. We want to know where you are in the world. We've got the Philippines. We've got New Zealand, Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All righty, welcome, welcome. We've got Tucson, Arizona, Don from Michigan, Manchester, Tampa, Florida. Welcome, welcome. We've got Nikki from California. Thank you for joining us. Great morning. Welcome, welcome. New Jersey, Rocket City, Alabama, London, UK in the building. Sharon from North Carolina, welcome. Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, guys. You are flooding the chat. We've got Brazil in the building. Deborah from San Francisco, welcome. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We've got Brazil. Great morning. I think we're gonna be getting started here shortly, guys. So make sure your team members are on this call. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Boston, Massachusetts, Nigeria, Bronx, New York, welcome. Columbia in the building. Alrighty, guys, we are going to go ahead and get started. My name is Kadian Moody. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm so grateful to introduce you guys to this amazing boss queen. I mean, her energy, her passion, she gives you everything. I'm gonna introduce you guys to 100K LTE earner, regional trainer. She's a former commercial banker, now marketing director with this concept, Pamela Pacheco. Did you make the call, Pam?
Top of the morning, I certainly did. Thank you, Killer Kadian. Absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for just being amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Top of the morning, everyone. Everyone that is joining on, we greatly appreciate you guys. We had put together this call every Thursday. We have a breakfast club call at 8 a.m. And this edition is a special push because it is boot camp weekend. And if you don't know what that is, you will know, right? Whether you are brand new or you've been with us some time. Myself, I've been a part of this amazing lifestyle club for the last 6.5 years, and it's been an amazing blessing. Formerly a commercial banker, but today is not about me. It is definitely about we. And I'm just excited to bring up our first speaker. We have almost 400 people on the line, and it is going to max out, I guarantee it. So without further ado, I have the absolute honor, pleasure, and privilege of introducing to you today's first guest speaker. First of all, it was very last minute, this call. So thank you guys to everybody that was able to make this happen. I greatly appreciate it. And some of our speakers were not able to make it, and that's okay, because guess what? We're gonna get them this weekend, right, in full effect. So it's absolute blessing. And this call is just really going to be a quick, reminder, or for you to just know, if you're brand new or you've been in for some time, what to expect this weekend. What are you bracing yourself for, right? Just so you can get a little taste of what it is going to look like this weekend. And I tell you, yes, like Kadian said, I became a 100K LTE earner in my first 2.5 years as a marketing director, trainer for the company. And I would have never, ever been able to do that without going to every single training. And not only going in every single training, bringing more people with me to the next training than I did from the last, right? And making sure that we apply what we learn at training. Now, the first person that I get the honor, pleasure, and privilege of bringing up, he is someone that I absolutely adore. He is an incredible husband to his beautiful wife. He is an incredible father to his 3 beautiful children. Formerly was a hotel manager. He's from East New York, Brooklyn. He was one of the first people that when I heard the word IMD, I said international marketing director or international marketing Dominican, right? But not only has he hit the top level of our lifestyle club once, he did it twice. He's $1 million yearly earner. I mean, leader of leaders. This guy is impeccable with his word, his action, his work ethic, his mindset. Man, I can go on and on and on, but it is my absolute pleasure, honor, and privilege to bring up to you Mr. Two-time IMD, de lo mío, June Acosta. Did you make the call, sir? How you doing?
Morning, Pam. What's going on? You got me pumped, man. You make me feel like I'm about to go step in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go, right? What up, everybody? What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here with you guys. Pam, I appreciate you. You're one of the, freaking most incredible people I know. Always got that big smile on you, and you bring a lot of joy to people around you. So, when you ask and you say, hey, can you do this call? I swear to God, I looked at you and I said, I'm only going to do it for you. I'm not doing it for nobody. I'm doing it for you. You're lucky it's you, right? So yeah, man, I'm here. I'm here. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I'm following your lead. Whatever you need me to tap on, I'm with you.
Awesome. So, I know that we have a lot of speakers on, and I want to make the best use of your time. And I guess, again, thank you so much, because that's exactly what you said when I asked you to do this call. And thank you again. That just shows how much of an amazing leader you are and for the people. And, I kind of shared a little bit about your background, but if you want to touch upon your background, or if you want to just go right into it, whether you're a brand new person or you've been in for some time, what is something that you can expect this weekend, right? What is something that you're like, look, if you're not at this weekend, it's, man, I feel bad for you, right? But what is on your heart to share about this weekend, and what is the level of expectancy?
Yeah, well, what's on my heart is I think it's time for everybody to start making more money. That's where I'm at with it. Money don't make the world go round, but try to go a day without it, right? And I think that's where I was at when I got started. And I guess if I'm going to give you guys some background on me, you know, I grew up in East New York, Brooklyn. You know, I grew up in one of the most violent, if not the most violent neighborhood in America. Single parent household, you know, oldest of 4 children, you know, basically on my own since I was like 11, 12 years old with the, you know, obviously my mom is there. My mom loves me. She's always been, as far as, you know, being, you know, showing what the world is. Like I didn't have, you know, nobody there to like guide me. My daddy wasn't there to tell me, yo, you know, you got to do this. This is how you shave. No, like I learned a lot of things on my own. And so, you know, fast forward to when I got exposed to World Ventures, I was 24 years old. My daughter was 2 years old at the time. Shout out to my, just turned 3 today. Today's her birthday. She just turned 3. All right. But I was 24. My daughter was 2 years old. I was working at a hotel, working too many hours, too little pay. I'd always wanted to go, you know, and live my life a free way, a certain way. The way that I live my life is the way that I've always wanted to live my life. And, you know, when I saw World Ventures, you know, I didn't initially adhere to it because I'd never seen something like this before. I didn't know that it worked that way. But thankfully, you mentioned, you know, I got an incredible wife. My wife is, you know, incredibly smart, but also very courageous. Like she's a very tough, you know, sharp person. And for me, my wife has always been the person that saw more in me than I saw in myself. And I think that any of you guys who have anybody in your life like that, whether it's a Pam Pacheco or, you know, a teammate or a family member or a friend, somebody in your life, man, that sees more in you than what you see in yourself, hold that person very near and dear to you, very, very close to you. Make sure that that person is, you know, forefront of every decision you make because they want the best for you and they see things that you don't see. You know, they're the persons that are in your peripherals. They're the ones that are seeing behind you, in front of you. Sweets is another person like that in my life, you know, and so that's where I was at. You know, I saw this thing and I was like, you know, all right, well, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. That's how I got 3 kids, right? But whatever I do, I'm going to do the best at it. The most that I can do, I'm going to do the best. And so, you know, I got involved, man, and I went crazy. And this is before I experienced any training. This is before, you know, I'd have been, you know, to any event. This is before I'd done any personal development. This is before I did anything. You know, I had this really extreme high level of desire. And I really wasn't, you know, I'm not going to go do something just to say I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like I needed to get the trophy. I needed to get the rank. You know, this company's talking about you get house bonus and car bonus. All right, y'all giving out house bonus and car bonus. Okay, so the deal is if I do this, you're going to give me that. All right, cool. I'm going to go do that, you know, and I did it. I did it again. And, you know, very few people have been able to do that in the time that I did. I think I'm still the fastest person who did it. You know, I'm talking about 24 years old, making 50 grand a year. And by 26, you know, 18 months later, 29 months later, I'm making 50 grand a month. And by the time I'm 30, 6 years later, I'm doing $1 million a year. You know, I'm having $100,000 months. Like, it's not something that happens every day, you know, and there's a lot of, you know, things that attribute to it. But the reality of it is, man, when you get in this game, you're going to have people that believe in you. You're going to have people that are trying to tear you down. You're going to have people that follow you. You're going to have people that are going to be talking crap about you. You're going to have people that join you and ride with you to the end. And you're going to have people that are going to join you and be with you for a season. So at the end of the day, yes, it's a team sport, but you got to also stop and give yourself credit because if you didn't keep going, a lot of the things that will happen in your life, the blessings that are on their way won't happen. You know, if you're following somebody else's, you know, if you're living your life to the beat of somebody else's drum, then how do you expect to reach your destiny? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of components to it, you know, and as far as this weekend is concerned, I'm in a different stage in my life. You know, I'm in a different place in my life today. I'm 34 years old. I've earned multiple millions here with World Ventures. I've got a lot going on in my life. I got 3 beautiful children. Like I said, today's my youngest one's just turned 3. And my oldest one turned 12 like 2 months ago. And, you know, it's a really, you know, it's a really cool thing to see, man, to be able to raise them full time and to be able to be there for them, you know, unlike the way that I was raised. Like, it's a weird thing for me because I'm living it first person. A lot of people don't live it first person. Like, I'm seeing this life and it's like, damn, I've never experienced this. I don't even know what the blueprint to this is, you know, and a lot of you guys are involved in this business right now. And you don't have the blueprint. You don't have the instruction. You don't know what you're doing, you know, but you have passion. You have excitement. And what's going to happen this weekend is that we're going to take that passion, that excitement, and we're going to give you a format. We're going to give you a blueprint. We're going to give you a way for you to be precise. You know, one of my favorite pastimes is like fast cars. You know, and if you guys watch Formula One races, yeah, those cars get up to 220 miles an hour. But the reality of it is, if they're not as precise as they are on the turns, nobody wins. And matter of fact, you can even hurt the people around you if you're not precise. So precision is what you're going to learn this weekend. You're definitely going to be fired up and you're going to be inspired and motivated. But the reality of it is, man, if you're not going into this motivated, if you're not going into it inspired, it's not going to turn out the way that you want it to turn out. So my advice to you is sit down, sit your ass down, go into a quiet room, just you, and really ask yourself, yo, what do I want in my life? Am I giving it 100%? Am I giving it 1,000%? Am I in a space where I'm happy? Am I content? If I'm not, then why am I wasting time? You know, you can have enough fun after you get to the top. You can have enough pastime and enough hobbies or whatever it is after you accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. I watch you guys distract each other all the time. And I just be watching people like, you ain't never going to catch up to me. You are never going to get here. I have zero desire to impress anybody in my life. I have zero desire to fit in. I have zero desire to be the cool guy. I have zero desire to any of that. You know, I have a mission in life and I stick to it. And if you with me, let's do it. If you're not with me, then you know, I wish you the best of luck, man. I hope that things turn out well for you, you know, and that's just the way that I feel about things. So, again, going into this weekend, it's Millionaire Bootcamp weekend. It's 100% my favorite training that World Ventures offers. It's, you know, it's just my training. Some people enjoy Momentum and United and and The View. For me, I really love Bootcamp. Why? Because, you know, I can talk to you like a grown-up, right? I can talk to you like an adult. And so I really like Bootcamp, and that's where I'm at, man. So, you know, yes, we're ranking up. Yes, we're hitting ranks. We're doing all these things. But my place right now where I'm at and what I want you guys to take from this training this weekend is bank up and rank up, okay? Bank up and rank up. Don't just hit the rank. Hit the bank, okay? Like, make it a mission of yours to have more money in your bank account this month after that training than you've ever had in your entire life. Think about how much was the most amount of money you've ever had in a bank account. And then I want you to think about doubling that number. You know, was the number 5,000? Was $5,000 the most money you ever had in a bank account? Cool. Focus on doubling that money up. You know, maybe you want to invest it. Maybe you want to, you know, have a little nest egg in case, you know, COVID-20 comes or whatever it is, you know, because something's going to come. There's going to be something else that comes down the line. You just got to be prepared for it. And you got to be smart. So, you know, maybe your bank account was at 100,000. We're going to get it to 200,000, you know, but bank up before you rank up. The pins and all that stuff are cool. The achievements and all that stuff are great. But I'll tell you, I hit the money all day long before I focused on the rank. The rank just kind of came with the money and that's it. So I don't know if I hit everything you want me to hit, Pam.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I greatly appreciate you. I know it is Kylie's birthday. Happy birthday, princess. Thank you so much, June. Like you said, bank up and rank up. Definitely excited for this weekend. It's definitely also my favorite event. Thank you so much for blessing us. And if there's anything else that you want to say, the floor is yours. If not, thank you so much. And we'll see you this weekend. God bless.
Get it done. Or you're going to be done. Later.
Later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. As we keep this call going, make sure you show some love to Double IMD $1 million earner, Mr. Julio June Acosta. Greatly appreciate you. So next up, man, I am beyond excited because this is the first time that we have this beast, this incredible leader, this dynamic speaker, right, hit the big stage. And I'm going to tell you, we are beyond elated, beyond blessed to have someone of the caliber of this man not only bless us, right, but deliver his message the way that he only can. Right? Formerly, he was a pastor. You know, he has been an overcomer his entire life. And I remember the first time I heard him speak, I literally was just in chills. I was at an RTE and I was just like, and the entire crowd went crazy and everybody's like, Gooch, Gooch, right? The entire time, because he is a phenomenal husband, a phenomenal father, just a leader of leaders, someone that gets the job done. International marketing director, international speaker, just a rock star. Mr. Jonathan Gooch, are you on the line, sir? Thank you so much.
Hey, Pamela, good to be here. Good to be here. Man, it's a great morning. Way to go, June. Fired up.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. It indeed is a great, blessed morning. And, you know, if you want to just tell a little bit about your story, same thing, kind of like when I said with June, like a little bit about your story, and what can people expect this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I saw World Ventures right at 12 years ago now. And when I saw it, I was a business owner. I had 2 restaurants. I was a pastor of a church, and I really wasn't looking for anything. A guy walked in my restaurant and said, "I've got something you got to see." I'm like, "No, you don't. I'm too busy." And so he just looked at me and said, "Sit down, shut up, and watch this video." Well, he was way more successful than me, so I listened. I watched the video, and I saw one thing, a mouse, Mickey Mouse that was. I got excited about a trip to Disney World. I said yes, went home and told my wife. She said, "You're crazy. That thing will never work." 6 months later, the economy crashed, took my restaurants under. My church told me they did not want me to be their pastor anymore, and I had to do something. And wow, I'm so grateful that it was this. I say it was God's plan for my life. I joined World, started sharing it with a few people, and, you know, found some leaders, some people that wanted to go to work with us. And now that team has turned into over 100,000 all over the world. And, you know, we're getting to live full time, do some cool stuff. We've done Disney tons of times now because of this. But yeah, I mean, this is my first weekend to ever be on the big stage, trained on a lot of the RTE stages and stuff like that. But I'm fired up about this weekend. I'm just telling you right now, Bootcamp is one of my favorite events just because of what June said. It is a gloves off type training. And if there has ever been a time to have gloves off type training, it's right now. Some of you have been sitting at home too long doing nothing. And it's time for you to get off the bench and go to work. It's time to get back into the action. And we can't let what's happening in the world affect what happens in our world. And I think Bootcamp is going to get us into that mode, put us in a different mindset, be, yes, you can call it something that I believe we're going to take the nuggets that are dropped from the different trainers over the weekend, and we're going to be able to apply it to our business, and we're going to see an explosion that we've never seen in the history of our company. And like I said, 12 years in, I've been excited for 12 years. I mean, we hit IMD, we've got the $1 million lifetime ring, we got all of that stuff. I'm excited about that. I'm not focused on that though. The future of World Ventures is so freaking bright right now. It is, I mean, we're getting ready to see the bank unlocked. When June talks about the bank, guys, you don't understand. The bank has just opened. In the next 3 to 6 weeks, we're going to see things happen in this company. People are going to make money in a way that they've never thought possible. And I'm telling you right now, this is not the time to be sticking your toe in the water. This is the time to go to work. This is the time to see run like you've never made in your life. And I mean, because I believe I can surpass all the money in World Ventures. So just get ready, because the weekend, you got to get your mind right. You got to get your attitude right before the weekend. You ain't got time to think about anything that's happened in the last 6 months. You need to focus on the next 6 months. And I believe this weekend is going to allow us to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gloves off. Like he said, it is not the time to dip your toes in the water. And, you know, it is incredible because, you know, like you said, you were a business owner, multiple business owner, restaurant owner, pastor, and you had so many things going on around in your life, right? You know, from your church telling you they didn't want you to be your pastor to some of your businesses going under. And then now $1 million lifetime earner, international speaker, like an incredible life. did you always think it was going to be like this? Or it was when you got into World Ventures, you saw a different vision?
Yeah, I mean, when I got into World Ventures, like I said, it was to travel. 6 months in, it was to survive. I didn't join World Ventures thinking I would make over $1 million in this company, millions and millions so far. I didn't even think that way. My mindset was, when I really started to do the business, I had to put food on my little girl's table. I mean, it was not about becoming this international speaker that's going to stand on a big stage in this company. It was making sure that my little girl got to eat and my wife was provided for. And that was the only focus that I had. Now, when I went to my first big event, the dream started to take place. I started to believe I wanted to be that guy on the big stage, and that became a major goal for me. But man, I'm grateful that I didn't get started with the mindset that I needed to go get on stage, or with the mindset that I needed to become an IMD in this company. I'm so grateful that God placed me in a position that I couldn't think that far ahead, because I had to get the first steps done before I could get that far ahead. A lot of people that get into our company, they're like, I'm going to be an IMD, but they try to think like an IMD before they've ever thought like a senior rep. And you're never going to get to IMD if you pass the steps from senior rep to director to marketing director and, R&D. You've got to go through the steps and the processes, and you've got to learn all of those lessons along the way, because you're going to have a senior rep that's on your team that's going to need to move to action, and you're going to be the one that helps them move to that action. And if you don't think through those steps, you're not going to be able to process what takes place in your business, and it's going to be hard to grow leadership. So for me, my mindset was ready to hit senior rep as soon as it was ready to hit senior rep. But the way I got there was through the training system and going and plugging in each and every week. I did not, I put audios inside of my CD player in my car. It's a long time ago when we had CD players in our car, right? I would listen to all the audios. I would go to every single training, but I knew without a doubt, once I made my mind up that I would do this thing and I would get to IMD, that I would get there. But I had to enjoy the process to get there. And I think a lot of us forget, because we get so laser focused on making so much money and making the ranks, that we lose track of the process. And I think the process is a huge part of where you are in this company and who everybody is in this company, because that process defines a lot of what people listen to when we talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Spot on. And I asked that question because, people look at you, right? They look at you and they look at all of you guys as leaders. And sometimes it's like, we're like, oh my gosh, they just always were born that way, right? They always had this big dream and this big lifestyle. And I know for myself included that it's like these events allow you to dream again. And they allow you to dream again because you see stories that inspire you, right? But there's always something that is said that may flip the switch in you, right? That allows you to dream again, that allows you to look to dream bigger, to have a bigger vision, to see far beyond, right? The scope of things of where you're at right now. And that was so powerful because, like you said, enjoying the process ultimately allows you to bring that vision to fruition, but just staying consistent and applying what it is that you're learning. So good. Thank you so much. I don't want to take too much of your time, but if there's anything else on your heart that you want to leave with us, thank you so much for blessing us today.
Yeah, I would just tell everybody, register for Bootcamp. Tell your people they need to be there. They are depending on you to push them to this training this weekend. And if you are, listen, you got to man up or woman up, and you got to get on the phone and you got to say, you can't afford to miss this event, because I believe God's getting ready to drop the biggest blessing that he's ever dropped in the history of our company. And you want to be there when that blessing falls on our company. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm telling you, today's going to be good. Don't just get on this call and not take action. today, let's have the biggest day in World Ventures history going in to Bootcamp 2020. I look forward to serving you this weekend. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you, Pamela, for letting me come on. I know there's a few more speakers I'm excited to hear from. God bless.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Gooch. God bless you. Like he said, guys, man, there's about 500 plus people. Imagine if we all just went and got one, right? And helped that one get one. We would make it an explosive day in our company. We have the power to do that. Thank you so much, Gooch, for getting on and blessing us. So next up, man, this is one of my favorite individuals. And over the past few months, I've had the honor of spending more time with him, whether it's been on the phone or FaceTime, and just getting to know him more, right? And he is definitely serious about his business. He is serious about family. He is an amazing husband to his beautiful wife, Jessie. He is a new dad to baby Banks. I mean, just when somebody has the audacity to name their son Banks, you know they mean business, right? He is just one of the funniest people on earth, but he is someone that gets the job done, right? If anybody knows him, he, formerly was in restaurant as a server, formerly, went from being super in debt to being able to purchase Tina Turner's home. Today, he's $1 million yearly earner, okay? IMD, international speaker, highly renowned, one of the top income earners in the world in this deal. And I'm just excited to have him on, Mr. Martin Ruof. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Pam. How are you this morning?
I'm phenomenal. Thank you so much for getting on here and blessing us.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, and I'm gonna sort of second what June said when you called me and you were like, "So it's at 7 a.m." and I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" You're like, "It's at 7 a.m." I was like, here was my inside response was like, nah. And then of course I was like, "No problem, Pam. Happy to do it."
I appreciate that so much. Well, that exactly was your answer.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it was like, it was one of those things like, when you got to get up really early to catch a flight and you don't freaking sleep the whole night because you're worried that you're going to miss it. Well, that was me. So I fell asleep at 6:45 a.m. My alarm went off at 6:50. So, it's all good. No, I'm just messing with you, Pam. It's all good. All right. Down to business. What are we talking about today?
Thank you so much again, Martin. Absolutely adore you. And, if you could just tell them, I said a little bit about your background. I did that on purpose because I didn't really want to go too much deep into it. But if you want to just share a little bit about your background and what can people expect this weekend?
Okay, good. Okay, let's talk about that. All right. Okay, Pam, all smiles. So, first of all, I appreciate you having me on. This is a dynamite call. It really is. I was loving what June was saying. I was like, yeah, what he said. Yeah, what he said too. And then Gooch comes on and is like, with a Ginsu knife, slices and dices. You guys, this training is going to be amazing. I'm really, really excited for it this weekend. But my background is simple. I was waiting tables when I learned about World Ventures, and I was struggling when I saw it. I was waiting tables, and I was whatever I was, in my 30s, going, "Geez, I can't keep doing this. I just cannot continue to do this for the rest of my life. I don't even want to do it for another day, because I just wasn't living that life that I wanted." And I was so focused on just getting by. And there's a it's like self-preservation, right? Self-preservation has a tendency to lead to poverty. So I had to change my mindset, but I didn't freaking know how, because everybody that I was surrounded with was always also focused on self-preservation. And so it wasn't until I met the twins and then got engaged into World Ventures, or started building World Ventures, that I was like, oh my God, I was around other people that were thinking at such a high level that my thinking started to change. And when my thinking changed, I started taking different actions. When I started taking different actions, I started getting different results. And, you know, and all it took, to June's point, was $500 a month. $500 a month in World Ventures, in addition to what I was making waiting tables. That flipped the switch, man. I was hooked. You know, I started really taking this thing seriously because I saw the opportunity, as Jim Rohn says, you know, to focus, you know, part-time, well, working full-time at my job, but working part-time on my fortune. I was listening to Jim Rohn. When I heard that, I was like, that's me. That's me. So, like, raising my hand, listening to the audio. But I also recognized that I needed to do the things that needed to be done. You know, I needed to do the next best step. And the next best step was to continually work on personal development, follow the system that we have, and go to the trainings. You know, a part of success is preparation on purpose, right? If you're not preparing on purpose, then you're probably just running on a treadmill or, you know, doing an elliptical and not going anywhere. So I'll say it again. Part of success is preparation, but not just it's on purpose. So to June's point, what's your outcome? What are you looking for? Because all I know is this weekend, it's going to be legit. It's going to be fire. It's going to be freaking off the charts. Because everybody, all the trainers are like locked and loaded, incredibly focused. The announcements that are happening this weekend, it's going to be outstanding. And it's great for new people because, yes, you are going to learn some fundamentals. But I think also, I know also it's going to be great for advanced, you know, builders in the business because you're going to get what you need. That's the bottom line. And if you don't go to boot camp, you're not going to get what you need. And I'm going to tell you something. Here's what we teach. Okay. If you're wondering what we're going to be teaching, are we going to be teaching, you know, specifically how to invite, specifically how to close? Maybe that might happen a little bit, but really what we're teaching is leadership. Because if anything, what we need and what we look for right now, what we want is leadership. Leadership is the challenge to be something greater than average. That's the deal. Leadership is the challenge to be something greater than average. And so if you feel like, okay, I'm just kind of, if you're experiencing average results, yeah, work the business, but also mainly work on yourself, work on your leadership ability. So, you know, my advice is to this weekend, like June said, sequester yourself. This training is for you. Be selfish, hoard your time, be selfish, take in everything that you can. And straight up, you want to be rich? 90% of the people are going that way. Don't follow the 90%. Instead, walk this way and follow the freaking 10% that are showing up for this badass training this weekend. You want to be like Shush? You want to experience? You want to be like, what? Okay. You want to be like Shush? You want to be, you know, you want to have those, you know, that type of a lifestyle. You want to be like a Roscoe, you know, have that kind of a lifestyle. You want the things that you want greater things in life, then do different activities. And, you know, and I think, well, I think that's it. But I would say one other quick thing, and hopefully that answered your question, Pam. You're looking at me like something. What does this mean, Pam? What's going on? You look like you're seeing a spider. This is the last thing I would just say. Okay, listen, folks. Now is the time. It is. It really is the time right now to do simple things consistently that lead to great things over time. This training happens once for the United States. Don't miss it. And if you want something greater in your life, like I think it was like Ralph Waldo Emerson or something said, most people live lives of quiet desperation. That was me 14 years ago. Thank God for this company, because I don't live that now. But if that's where you're at, then let others lead lives of quiet desperation, not you. Let others lead small lives, but not freaking you. Let other people argue over small things, but not you. Not us, not now. Let other people cry over small hurts, but not us. Now is the time that we put our future in our own hands. You put your future in your own hands and freaking claim what is rightfully yours. All you have to do is step up and step into it and just do it. It's not rocket science. You got enough people around here that are leading by example. Follow those people and go freaking win big. So that's it, Pam. What else do you want, Pam?
Yes. I mean, you were spot on. My eyes were like this because I'm like taking notes, and I'm just, it's never a dull moment. And I just love you said that, self-preservation has a mindset that leads to poverty. And if you want different results, you got to take different action. Yeah. And, something that I've never heard before that I love that I've heard it differently, but part of success is preparation on purpose. Like that was huge. That was huge. Thank you so much. You definitely more than answered my question, as always. I know you would over deliver because that's just who you are. If there's anything else that you want to leave on the table, anything else that you want to say, but you have beyond blessed us. Thank you so much.
I'm good. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all show some love to Mr. Martin Ruof. I am the $1 million earner. Absolutely adore you. Thank you. So last but certainly not least, we have on the line, this man originally is from the south side of Chicago, formerly mental health counselor, just someone that's absolutely dynamic. Today, he is a single dad to his 2 beautiful boys, incredible human being, leader of leaders, one of the top income earners across the globe, highly requested and known around the world. I am the $1 million earner, Roscoe Taylor. Are you on the line?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I could hear you and I could see you. How you doing? If you could please just tell the people a little bit about yourself and what can they expect this weekend.
All right. Well, first off, Pam, as always, your leadership. I'm just like Junchi, just like Martin Scissorhands. I'm just telling you right now, this is not my time of day normally to be functioning for 500 people. You already know what it is. So I just want to let that be known. But I love you back. And the reality is it didn't even matter. I didn't even have the privilege. I'm just going to keep it 100, everybody, Pam. Pam and I have a real relationship. We have friends that are very close, that are passionate about this business. Pam is always leading for our company. So she's always reaching out to make sure that she's got the right leaders to impact you guys. And we didn't even get a chance to speak before this call. She had asked me so many times. And one of our mutual friends said, Pam needs you today. And I said, he said, Pam needs you. I said, no problem. And then later I got the text that Pam needed me at this time of morning. So I just want you to know, I love World Ventures because it gave me the privilege to own my time. That's why we're here. What's going to happen this weekend? You're going to get permission to earn your time. That's what's going to happen. What's going to happen is freedom will be unlocked. And if you're paying attention, exactly what Gooch said, I'm just telling you, exactly what Gooch said, you will literally stop sitting at home and doing nothing. Because all of the preparation that you have in your head will have an opportunity. But preparation meets opportunity, things happen. And most of us have always been prepared to win, and we just didn't know how to win, where to go, where to put our effort, where to put our energy. I'll tell you guys a little bit of my story. Maybe it'll help you understand. See, I was a counselor, like Pam told you. I used to work with vulnerable adults, people, and think about the word vulnerable to its core. All right, I worked with vulnerable adults, people who were open, people who were out here with no guidance, people who were mentally disabled, the court deemed troubled. I worked with people who were battered women. I worked with 10 to 18-year-old people with Down syndrome, Asperger's. The reality is I worked with people society deemed troubled. And then I went back to my real friends and family every day after work, and I realized, a lot of these people got troubles too. A lot of these people's bank accounts got problems. Right? A lot of my closest friends have no idea how to talk to their children at all. And I realized I didn't have to go make 30 grand a year and deal with other people's problems and then come home and give my kids what I got left in the tank because I got a just over broke telling me I was worth $12 an hour. I felt like I was worth way more than $12 an hour. I just never knew where to put that energy. And then I went to a World Ventures event, and instantly I had permission. It was over. You know, I share the genuine excitement that all three of the previous speakers that I'm fortunate enough to share this call with share, because I didn't know them. What do you notice about all of us on this call? We're four different type of individuals from different walks of life. We all like to wear a cap in the morning. You know what I did notice though? Even though I didn't know them, World Ventures gave us permission to own our lives. I did notice that every one of us are wearing our own brands. No one else's brands. You know, it's just how my mind works. I just noticed we own our lives. We own what we do. We own choose the time we would have to function at 8 a.m. So if you want permission to unlock what you got inside, show up, pay attention. Like June said, find you yourself in a closet somewhere and decide what you want to be. For me, I just didn't want to explain to my kids. You know, when I saw World Ventures, my oldest son was 3 months old, and I was already then trying to figure out how to explain to him why we're poor, why your dad can't afford to send you on the same school trips you'll watch all your friends go on, why you'll never have any of the experiences that people that we watch on TV have. And it wasn't because people on TV had them, it's because I just felt my son deserved to feel every feeling that he watched all these other people feel. And I didn't know how to give it to him. And World Ventures gave me permission. All I had to do was pay attention. And they gave me permission. You want to win at the highest level? Here you go. Here's the key. Here's the blueprint. Get in the car. Like driver's training right there, you know, and no one else had ever laid that out for me. So the last thing I was going to do is squander the best opportunity I ever had. World Ventures isn't a club. It's not a travel deal. It's the largest invite only, one more time, for all the hundreds of you on this line that get it twisted every morning, every afternoon when you're trying to convince somebody to come get our lifestyle. The world's largest invite only VIP lifestyle club. And the lifestyle part is just getting started, y'all. After this weekend, I'm just telling you, Gooch laid it. I'm just telling you, there's things coming to this company that will have you understand. I don't care where you come from or what walk of life you come from. Your lifestyle is your lifestyle. And if you own it, it's sick. Wherever you are, you can own it from senior rep, and you can own it all the way to double international marketing director. But your lifestyle can be ridiculous starting today, and it'll make every person want to be around you all the way on your journey to the top. So this weekend's going to be big for people ready to win. And it'll be the worst excuse anybody's ever given themselves for all the people who still haven't realized what it takes to win. Stop making excuses. I'm just telling you, your excuses ain't getting you nowhere but further in debt. June said it. You'll never get here. You'll never get here, right? I'm just telling you, you will never, ever get here till selling yourself the same excuses you sold yourself BC, before Corona, is what I'm talking about. If you keep selling yourself the same excuses you were selling yourself BC, before God put the entire world on pause and gave everybody the opportunity to look in the big-ass mirror he threw up in our faces and said, what are you about right now and what's happening? Because I'm giving the world a chance to straighten itself out. So I don't know what you're doing, what you were doing BC, but I'm just telling you, get your shit together and understand that God's giving you an opportunity to reset, start over, and it starts with the best event World Ventures does, Bootcamp. If you've ever been to an actual military boot camp, what happens? You go there, you pay attention, you get permission to be a badass leader. You get permission to lead at the highest level and to feel certain that you're qualified to do so. Because you just went through weeks of training that no one else around you, or massive amounts of people, the most people around you, the majority of people around you couldn't handle what you just went through. World Ventures gives me permission to own my life, pick what time I choose to wake up, because I've been through some things people won't go through. June has been through things people won't go through. That's why you have to call him double international marketing director when you talk to him. Put some respect on it, because he did it. When you talk to Gooch, you better put some respect on it, because he's a pastor leading people in life. He switched to this industry, and he stayed in the industry of leading people to God. And now we're doing it with a financial twist attached to it and a lifestyle that people can only dream of. I'm just telling you, let's go, y'all. Quit playing with yourself. It's 2020. It's 2020. What are you doing? Let's go. Half the people are looking at 2020 like it's over. And we just got into the second half. And it starts off with boot camp. So I don't know what you've been doing, but I know what I'm about to be doing, and you better be at boot camp. I'm training. I'm going to stop talking right now. I'm going to start training right now. I'm just telling you, get your ass to boot camp. That's all you need to know.
Yes! I feel like throwing my laptop right now. So excited, but I'm not going to do that. But thank you so much, Sko. Absolutely appreciate you. Man, that was powerful. Like, WB gave you permission to live, permission to step up, permission to become the leader, to become the person. I'm fired up for this weekend. I really, if there's anything else that you want to say, anything that you want to just leave on the table, anything that's on your heart, the floor is yours. But new levels, man, this weekend, it is time. #1 VIP lifestyle club in the world, just in case you didn't know. But thank you so much. Absolutely adore you, Roscoe. If there's anything else that you want to leave on the table, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I will. I'll leave one thing on the table. I'm gonna just tell you, if you're trying to figure out what it takes, you know what? Pam's the best example. You're trying to figure out what it takes, get like Pam. Every day you got a question, something's happening. Say to yourself, man, let me get like Pam. I watch people deal with life like soldiers. Like, I watch people deal with reality happening on one spectrum and still realizing that everybody else in the world has their own reality. So I've watched people for the last 10 years in this company literally take their own personal issues, take their own focuses, and just shelf them so that they can focus on thousands of other people's. That's what leadership is. That's what leadership, in a nutshell, you know what leadership means? Keep your problems where they need to be so we can help other people attack their problems. And like you've all heard, I'm sure, multiple times before, and if you haven't, please start paying attention to it. If you help enough people get what they want, you will inevitably get what you want. And that's what all the people on the line did. I didn't know Pam. I didn't know Gooch. I didn't know Junchi. I didn't know Martin. I'm just telling you right now, what do we all have in common? Doesn't matter what we want. We don't do things that we feel like doing. We do what's necessary. So when you're struggling, do what's necessary. And the reality is, what I feel like is, if I wake up today, if you woke up this morning to get on this call and you don't have the ability when we hang up to go do whatever you want to do, not because you have to, because it's your 3-year-old's birthday and you're just trying to figure out what to do. I saw Junchi throwing Tyler off of a yacht yesterday or something, 2 days ago. That's what we on. That's what his sacrifice allowed him to do. In the same newsfeed, literally in Instagram, we scroll down 2 people and I see a guy, great guy, right? Throwing his son, have that same moment that June's having with his son, throwing his son into a pool. And it's the same moment for the child, right? But the experience is just, you can throw your son off a yacht with the scene that I saw in the background on his Instagram, or you can throw your son in the pool at the Holiday Inn for the rest of your life. I don't care. Your kids will love you the same for the sacrifice. It's not about where you throw them off. It's about the sacrifice you made to be able to have those moments where you want and as often as you want. So look in the mirror and make some decisions about what you want the rest of your life to look like. I'm just telling you, if you want permission to win at the highest level, all I'm going to do is share with you what I did in my story to get here, and you'll have permission to do the same. And every other trainer will do the same. And you'll be able to sit on the call, the next one you get on, and when you get off, it's not about what you got to do. It's about what you want to do. And I share that, right, with all the people that are on this call today, because we just sacrificed and we made a decision to lead. So it's your chance. It's your turn. Make a decision. I just know at the end of 2020, the setup for 2021 and 2022, oh my God, it's going to be sick for those people taking action right now. But if you're still playing games at the end of 2020, I don't know. But we'll still be here winning at the highest level whenever you pull it together. I'm just telling you, now is the time. Listen to Martin. It is the time right now. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. He said you could throw your kid in the pool at the Holiday Inn or throw him off. Yeah. Sheesh. Yeesh. Man, guys, that was so powerful. And thank you so much, Roscoe. Absolutely adore you. Thank you so much to Martin. Thank you so much to Gooch. Thank you so much, Junchi. I loved what you said. It's about, leadership is about keeping your problems where they're at so you can go impact millions of lives, so that you can go help, and go bless more people. And that's really what it's about. That's really what it's about. Everybody has stuff going on, but it's what you do with that, right? It's what you do, what you focus on expands, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. And I invite everybody on here, man. There's over 500 people on here. Imagine if all of us just go get one. All of us just go get one. Let's make it the biggest day in Ruof Ventures history today, going into Millionaire Bootcamp. Like Junchi said this at the beginning, it's like, you're not going to come out of Bootcamp on fire if you don't go into Bootcamp on fire. So whatever it is that we have to do right now, like it starts with us today, at this moment. Every moment matters. Like every little thing we do matters. So what do you want your life to look like out of Bootcamp? What do you want for your people to see you doing? Let them see you do it going into Bootcamp. So when we're coming out of Bootcamp with an extreme boom, right? They know exactly, like, you went in there with that. So go into Bootcamp with the same energy that you want to come out of it, because I'm going to tell you right now, like they said, now is the time. Make sure that you are registered. wveventreg.com, wvbootcamp.com, events.worldventures.com. Talk to your upline, talk to your leader. Get registered and let's all go get one. When our corporate execs team see the back office, they're not going to know what happened, but they're going to know we all made a decision today. Now is the time. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. Great day and God bless. The replay to this will be up on the front line in the next 24 hours. Thank you guys so much. Blessings on blessings. Again, wveventreg.com. Let's go.